Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down my spines.
Down my spines. Down my spine. It's singular. Unless you're part of the Wilder Girls, and then you might have 2 spines. Okay, enough of that. I'm here to talk to you about the Hocus Pocus Readathon, which will be happening in October, specifically October 1st through 13th. Hi, Baby Squeaks. Would you like to say hi since you're being so noisy? Of course you're gonna make a liar out of me as soon as I get the camera out. It is mostly on Twitter, so I will leave the link for it down below if you would like to participate. There are 3 teams you can choose from. I chose Team Trick-or-Treaters, but to explain this more, I will go into all 3 of them and tell you why I chose Team Trick-or-Treaters. That is, as soon as I find it on Twitter and actually read off that stuff, because I didn't journal about the rest of it. Okay, so the rules for this readathon are very simple. It's really just to get you excited to read spooky stuff and to watch Hocus Pocus, which is one of my all-time favorite Halloween movies. Classic. Love it. I'm all over this readathon. Sign me up. Oh wait, I did. The rules are to sign up for a team with the team tracker. 1 book per prompt, no doubling up on challenges. Be kind and have fun. Awesome. I can keep up with that. The resources are under 2 different links, which again will be down below through the Twitter page, which I am linking. There is a team tracker in which you sign up for your team and give your username that you want to be tracked by. And then there is the Google Drive document with the prompts. So the first page says, "It was on Halloween in 1693 that Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson stole the spirit of young Emily Binks. Taking their revenge, the town of Salem hung the 3 witches. Before the Sanderson sisters took their last breath, their magic book had cast a curse that the sisters would return on All Hallows Eve on a full moon when a virgin lights the black flame candle. It's simple. Join a team. Fight for victory. Survive the night. Enter if you dare." First team is Team Sanderson Sisters, which consists of the characters Winifred Sanderson, Mary Sanderson, and Sarah Sanderson. Your team goal is to cast the spells to become immortal. This requires 50 points. Strength. You cast a spell to give your team a boost. Add 5 points to 1 prompt. Weakness. In order to capture the children, you must learn about them. You must read a YA or middle grade novel. Selling your soul to Master Satan was only the beginning of your magical journey. Unfortunately, your deal with him didn't include immortality. It's been centuries since the spellbook made that curse, and finally it's time to rise. Make sure you complete your prompts in order to get enough points to reach your goal. So now we're going to get into the prompts in which you pick your books, keeping in mind your strengths and weaknesses. Potions, spells, and enchantments. Read a book with a witchy main character. 5 points. The Sanderson sisters have risen. Read a book with a female protagonist. 5 points. The magic book is calling to you. Read a book that is spellbindingly atmospheric. 5 points. The burning rain of death. Read a book that frightens you. 5 points. Master Satan is pleased with you. Read a book with a powerful villain. 5 points. Work together with your team to take down those horrible children and become immortal. Read the group book. 10 points. Celebrate your victory by watching Hocus Pocus. 15 points. And by far, the one that I am most looking forward to. By the way, I'll talk about the group books when I'm actually going over my team stuff, so hold on. I'll get into that, don't worry. Also, I love how at the end of the pages it has little quotes. And this one is, "Oh look, another glorious morning. Makes me sick." Next team is Team Undead. The characters consist of William, also known as Billy, Butcherson, and Thackeray Binks. The team goal is to help defeat the Sanderson sisters and enjoy your eternal rest. Requires 50 points. Strength. You collect your fingers and find that they're holding on to another team's prompt. You can switch 1 prompt with another team's. Weakness. You're stuck in the cemetery. You must read a book in the exact same spot. You thought having Winifred Sanderson poison you for having an affair with her sister was the worst thing that could happen to you. Then she sewed your mouth shut so you wouldn't share her secrets. She didn't stop there, though. She brought you back from the dead to do her bidding. That's when you found out she had turned a boy into an undead cat. Don't forget to plot your revenge. Make sure you complete your prompts in order to get enough points to reach your goal. Now into the prompts. Zombies, graveyards, and cats. Oh my. Read a book with a non-human main character. 5 points. The cemetery is especially spooky on Halloween night. Read a spooky, atmospheric book. 5 points. Winifred Sanderson raises you from the dead. Read a book that can bring someone back from the grave. 5 points. Catch those kids, but don't lose your head. Read a random book from your TBR list. 5 points. Not all the undead are monsters. Read a book with paranormal or supernatural elements. 5 points. Help your team stand up to Winifred Sanderson. Read the group book. 10 points. Celebrate your eternal rest by watching Hocus Pocus. 15 points. And the quote for this page is, "Wench, trollop, you buck-toothed, mop-riding firefly from hell." And now we get into Team Trick-or-Treaters. Characters are Max, Danny, and Allison. Team goal, save the day, requires 50 points. Strength. It's up to you to defeat the Sanderson sisters. Give yourself an additional 2 points for each book you read with a witch character. Weakness. Keep the Sanderson sisters busy until sunrise. Complete a 24-hour readathon. Not hard for me since a good chunk of the time I have insomnia anyways. This is the main reason that I chose this group. Also, there's an audiobook later on, which I adore audiobooks, so there you go. Anyways, it wouldn't be a night of Halloween fun in the heart of Salem without a little trick-or-treating. Oh, and bringing back the devilish evil Sanderson sisters. Now it's up to you to defeat them in a single night. Make sure you complete your prompts in order to get enough points to reach your goal. Into the prompts. You hear the legend of the Sanderson sisters. Set the mood for Halloween night by reading a spine-tingling book. For this, I'm actually reading a book that I got for free through a book club that I'm part of on Facebook, which is Spine Tinglers, Scary Tales of Terror by Anthony Blankenship. This book has had a few name changes and a few cover changes, though the cover art remains the same. I'll link it on Goodreads because, yeah, it's hard to keep track of what they're actually calling this book, and it just sounded interesting at first. I thought it was interesting because it was like Spine Tingler's Tale, like Scary Tales from Ohio or something like that, and I live in Ohio, so I was like, ooh, this could be interesting, but also if it's anywhere near my house, this could drive me up the wall and like scare me maybe, I don't know. So I'm excited to read it. I hope it's good, but it's had some name changes, so I don't know what to call it. Next is Light the Black Flame Candle. Read a book by flashlight at night. 5 points. For this, I have chosen Everyone's an Alieben When You're an Alieben Too by Jomny Sun. I saw someone post about this on Twitter. I can't even remember the handle or what post it was originally. I really need to keep track of these things better. I'll make an effort to do that in future. But it looked really cute. I typically don't enjoy reading by flashlight because my eyes don't work so well. But I do prefer backlit books via my Kindle, so that's how I usually read at night. Anyways, I picked this book because it looked really cute and weird, and it's going to be a short read for flashlight for me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Next prompt. My foot is falling asleep because I'm sitting cross-legged, so if you see me moving around awkwardly, it's probably because I'm trying to get my foot to wake up. Anyways, next prompt. Don't get caught by the Sanderson sisters. Study magical foes by reading a fantasy novel. This may or may not change by the time we actually get to October, but for this, I'm slating These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. Next prompt. Thackeray Binks is here to guide you all. Read a book with a squad. 5 points. For this, I've chosen I Was a Teenage Ghost Hunter by Brian K. Henry, who reached out to me through Twitter, even though I only have, 25 followers or whatever I'm at now. I saw some of his poetry, and his poetry's kind of neat. I hope I like this book. I have no idea, but we'll get to it in October. Next prompt. Winifred has taken to the stage and is casting her spell. Cover your ears so you don't hear it. Listen to an audiobook. 5 points. For this, I'm choosing one of the Harry Potter books read by Jim Dale. This has been one of my all-time favorites. I love Jim Dale's narration. This is actually how I originally read most of the Harry Potter books. I actually had a physical copy of 1 and 7, but my grandma gifted me the audiobooks, so that's how I ended up reading most of them. Thoroughly enjoy Jim Dale. I'm just not sure which one I'm slating there yet, because I usually read them all in October anyways, but I might get impatient and read some in September, so I'm just going to leave that partially open for now. Next prompt. Work with your team to save the day. Read the group book. Now I'm going to tell you what the group books are, because there's actually 2 of them. The only required reading here is for one of them, but if you want to read 2, you can read 2. And I'm assuming, which could be bad, get 10 points for each of them. Anyways, they are Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel by A.W. Jantha, and the other book is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I hope I didn't butcher that last name. I'm trying, okay? I'm definitely going to try to read Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel because, well, first of all, I didn't even know that there was a book to go along with the movie, but I'm excited to try to read it and see what it's about. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be picking up a copy for myself or checking it out from the library. We'll get to that when we get there. Serpent and Dove I will get to if I have enough time. We will see how that goes. Chances are I will probably also get to it. And then, of course, the last prompt for everybody is also the same, which is to celebrate your victory by watching Hocus Pocus. And I actually found out that my significant other, hubby, has never watched Hocus Pocus, or at least he doesn't think he has. He kind of has the memory of a goldfish as well, so he may have read it and just may have watched it and just forgot about it. I don't know. It's one of my all-time favorite October classics. I need it, so I bought a Blu-ray copy that came with digital download as well, and I'm really excited to watch it with him. Like, this needs corrected immediately. He's not getting out of this. And the quote for Team Trick-or-Treaters is, "It's just a bunch of hocus pocus." So, that's my introduction for the Hocus Pocus Readathon. So again, check the links in the description. It's being hosted on Twitter, and it's created by @PagesInInk and Tiffy11, and Tiffy seems to be very, very active on this right now and is super hyped, and I was really excited to watch her video on this. I'll link that down below as well. I'm so excited for this readathon, and oh my gosh, can we get our spook on now? I would start playing spooky fun music from some of my favorite playlists for Halloween, but that would get copyrighted and I don't want that on my videos. So I guess I'll just say goodbye now. I hope you've enjoyed this and I hope you'll join me. Okay, bye!